I messed up my video intro. Sorry about that, guys. I'm waiting for Olivia to join. She is running a little late. Thank you, Ravi. I don't know if you're watching this right now, but it means a lot. Thank you so much. So, Olivia will be joining soon, but until then, I'm just going to talk and try to entertain you guys. Feel free to get in any FPL questions that you have, and I'll go answering them. So, just to talk about my fantasy team for a little bit, it's been a struggle. I think last week was the first time that I've seen green arrows in like forever, like literally weeks and weeks and weeks. And it wasn't anything big. I'm sitting at like 600,000 something right now because it's just been a disaster. I always bring in these players that I think are really going to do well, and then they blank or they go into like a bad spell of form, or I bring them in like a week too late. Ever since I brought Marcus Alonso into my fantasy team and I was like, yes, I'm going to double up on this Chelsea defense. Chelsea haven't kept a clean sheet. So what does that say about me? I don't know. Hey, Carlita, thanks so much for joining and tuning in. Olivia should be joining soon. I think she's just trying to like find a spot at Premier League Productions where she can record. So I didn't want to keep you guys waiting for too much longer. So I decided to just start the stream and she'll join when she can. Yeah, so I brought in Marcus Alonso. Chelsea haven't kept a clean sheet. I'm thinking this is like the last week that I'm going to give him. Chelsea play Leeds. Leeds have been scoring goals. They haven't been playing so well, but Chelsea haven't been keeping a clean sheet. I'm between Marcus Alonso and Ollie Watkins, and I literally brought Ollie Watkins in as a differential. And he played City. I was like, no way is he scoring against City. Ends up scoring and getting like maximum bonus points on my bench. And then I had him in my team last week. He didn't score. So I don't know. Now Aston Villa are facing Liverpool. Liverpool haven't been conceding so many goals recently. I'm thinking, what are the chances that he scores against Liverpool? I don't know. Is it going to be another one of these situations? So let me know who you think I should keep in my team or like put on the bench, Marcus Alonso or Ollie Watkins. I literally so 50-50 at this point. Yeah, I don't have like any viewers on Twitch. I don't know. I just always stream to Twitch just in case anything happens, but I literally like don't do anything with it. I don't know how to use Twitch. But thanks for joining. Mohammed asks, I've had Kovacic on my bench for the longest time. With him out with COVID, should I sell him? That's a really good question. Olivia's in. Hello.
Sorry. My
Don't worry.
go slow, and I was like, "Can I come on my phone?" But I'm here. Oh, good.
Don't worry. It's so good to see you. It's been a while.
Nice to see you too. I know. Oh, it was so good. Had the best. It was everything I expected it to be and more. Like, it was just amazing.
I'm
so
sad.
Happy. Like, 3 days wasn't long enough, I don't think, or 4 days, but it was. I'm so jealous of you going as well. You're going back.
I know. I'm going on Friday, guys, to New York, in case you didn't know. But just going back to my family. I'll go to the city at some point as well. But it's like super nice that I get to call it home. But we'll have to talk more about it. So I knew you're gonna love New York.
Not on this stream.
So, guys, check out this new background. I'm super excited about it. Ooh, fancy. I had somebody do my thumbnails and like all these designs, like little by little, fixing it. Yes, it's looking good. But Olivia, it's been a while since we talked about FPL. How's your team been going? Because I was saying my team has been horrendous. Like every week, it's arrows.
I've had a few. Let me have a look. Let me just go back. I got over the last 3 weeks, I've got about 60 points, as in 60. I got 59, 60, and then I got 51 this week. But like my team didn't, like, obviously Tony didn't play, Smith Rowe didn't play, Vardy came on for half an hour, so there was 3 players there, and the people coming off my bench were 2 pointers. Like Livramento would have been 6. They conceded in like the 98th minute or something ridiculous like that. So, but in hindsight, I'm actually happy with like the look of my team. There's still a few little subs I'm going to make here and there. I'm still umming and ahhing about this week's subs. I'm going to do it after the European games. But yeah, I think looking on paper, I'm happy with how my team is at the minute. I think.
How do you find out your points? Like, oh wait, here. I've been doing so bad. Last week 50, then I got 59, and then I got 53.
Yeah, I mean similar. I only got 51 this week, so but I transferred in Bernardo Silva, so I was very happy about that. Oh, just me now. Well, yes, guys, I transferred in Bernardo Silva for a -4, so that was. I was just like, oh well, just me. So yeah, I transferred in Bernardo Silva for a -4.
What happens? I happened to just click randomly my keypad and the mouse was perfectly positioned to leave the studio.
It's like, yeah, guys, transferred in Bernardo Silva. It's a great move. It was a great move, to be honest, and I am very happy with it.
I transferred him in as well, and I was so happy. For you guys that don't know, I think he has like 5 goals in his last 5 games. So he would be like one of the players that I look into bringing into my team. And he's like pretty reasonably priced as well. Right now, 7.6. So I would definitely look into bringing him into my team. My transfer this week, I transferred out Huang because he literally did nothing since I transferred him in. I went like for a bunt differential, didn't work. And I transferred in Dennis. And I just wanted like a cheap option. He has 6 goals, 6 assists so far this season, and 3 goals and 3 assists in his last 5 games. And Watford are playing. Is it Watford?
Yeah, they've got quite a nice run of fixtures.
Yeah,
they have Burnley and Palace at home after that. So I actually bought him in last week. I took out Antonio and Ismail Assar, because obviously he's injured, and I put in Bernardo and Dennis, but I put Dennis in to be on my bench. Obviously he came on because of the injuries, but obviously I'm planning on playing him for the next few game weeks. But yeah, I haven't done my transfer yet because I'm that Chelsea that Leeds at home fixture is looking too nice. Like I want Mason Mount. I feel like I've missed the boat with Mount, but if he either only plays 60 minutes tonight, or if he gets rested and comes on, or if he doesn't play at all, I'm going to go for it because he's been Chelsea's best player in terms of form over the last few weeks. He's been scoring some really good goals, really important goals, and he's fairly cheap. So it might be like a Conor Gallagher out or Emile Smith-Rowe out for Mason Mount. If not Mason Mount, if he plays 90, I might be more swayed to go for Jared Bowen, who's someone that I've been eyeing up for the last couple of game weeks. And after Arsenal this game week, West Ham's fixtures look really nice. So I don't know about getting Antonio back in. I might look for a cheaper option somewhere else, but I'm holding off until Friday before I make any decisions. I'll probably take a -4 again though.
I don't know what to do because I was also between Mount and Bowen, but Mason. So guys, Mason has 5 goals, 5 assists so far this season. He has barely been playing. Like there was a good chunk of the season that he was out, and he has a goal and assist in his last 2 games. And Chelsea haven't even been playing that well, and he's been getting goal contributions. So yeah. I'm like very keen on transferring him in. I'm shy 0.1 if I do a straight swap with Conor Gallagher. I'm shy 0.1.
I'm pretty sure. So am I. Because I literally looked to do that. I was like, well, perfect. Like I want to keep Tony. I know he's probably going to miss this game. But they've got Man United at home, which is quite a good fixture, and then Southampton and Brighton. They're games that Tony could score in, so I'm probably going to keep him. But yeah, I might have to do Mount and Smith-Rowe, like as in Gallagher and Smith-Rowe out for Mount and so on, like Mount and Bowen maybe. I'll probably have to take a -4. I can't see myself.
I already made my transfer. So I literally don't know. And the other one I have on my mind is like, I'm thinking about transferring Ronaldo back in because United have like really, really good fixtures. So they're playing Norwich, Brentford, Brighton, Newcastle, Burnley, Wolves in their next like.
I reckon, is Ronaldo going to play every single game over Christmas?
Probably.
Like he's obviously not going to play tonight because I think they've already through and topped the group. So I don't think Ronaldo's going to play tonight. So he probably will play on the weekend. But They've then got a midweek, another weekend, a midweek, and like Cristiano Ronaldo is not going to play in all of those games. So that's the risk that you go with. Obviously, the risk, the reward's probably higher than the risk because you know he's going to score goals. It's Ronaldo, he always does. But it's if you want to, pay 12 million for someone that you know is not guaranteed to probably play every single game over Christmas. Hard. But I think a Man United, I'm eyeing up a Man United defender. If Dalot can keep his place, he's 4.4 mil. Or you're looking at, I think once Rangnick has had a few games, you'll maybe get a clearer view on the attackers that he's going to play in his team. Bruno's definitely one, but those wingers, those cheaper wingers maybe
I don't
could
know.
opt for one of them, but I don't know. I don't trust Man United. I really don't.
I know. I know.
1-0, but it was a worldie. It wasn't like they had loads of shots on target. Like they did, they had a lot of the ball and they looked coached, as in a team. They looked much more organised and coached. But I'm not going for many Man United players until the next 2 or 3. I don't think.
So who do you have as like your premium striker? Because right now I have Jamie Vardy. Literally since I brought him in, he stopped scoring the second that I brought him in, and I want to change him for somebody, and I'm kind of like thinking about Lukaku, but he just hasn't been playing well. And
I would wait. We know Lukaku's not match fit. I would wait until Tuchel, confirms that he's match fit and he's ready to start, because I don't think he starts. He might start tonight. Just getting stuck. He might start tonight in terms of like trying to get match fitness. But whether he starts against Leeds, I really don't know. I'm giving Jamie Vardy. Obviously, he got that 12-point haul, didn't he, a couple of weeks ago, and that was great when he scored 2. But I'm giving him Newcastle at home. I think it's a really good fixture. If he doesn't score then, he's coming out, but I probably won't swap him for a premium striker, as in I'll probably get a cheaper striker and then get a Son, I think, is my thinking there. Maybe straight swap in terms of price-wise, but not position. Depends on, Spurs have got a COVID outbreak at the moment, so I don't even know who's got it, who's not, who's going to play tonight or Thursday, who's going to play on Sunday. So I don't know. I haven't really thought that far ahead, but I know for a fact I'm giving Jamie Vardy this week.
Yeah, I'm giving him this week as well. I was saying before you joined, like my big thing right now that I'm debating is like Marcus Alonso versus Ollie Watkins, who to bench out of the two of them, because Alonso is playing Leeds. I think he's probably going to be rested tonight, and we might see like Saul left wing back or some like makeshift option, and then Alonso versus Leeds. Or Ollie Watkins, I benched him. I brought him in as a differential, benched him versus City. He scored and got like all bonus points. Now he's playing Liverpool, and I'm just thinking like, I don't know.
I would probably, as much as I love Ollie Watkins, I think if Alonso gets rested tonight, I would play Alonso, because that he's almost as a bigger attacking threat as he is a clean sheet, like as in he can get a clean sheet as well. And I think that fixture against Leeds at home, I would, especially if he gets rested tonight. If he plays the full 90 tonight, I think you've got a bigger dilemma. But if he gets rested, then I think it's a no-brainer. I think you've got, obviously I hate doubling up on defenders. Like, I never do it. I've done it, I think I've done it once and I hated it. And I just, since then, because you just never know, like Chelsea, Burnley, do you know what I mean? Like everyone's got double Chelsea, and Watford, everyone's got double Chelsea. Like, I am sticking to Reece James. I'm not getting involved in that double defender rubbish.
Yeah, no, I was doing it because like Chelsea have been keeping a lot of clean sheets. I had just sold Chilwell, and then he went and got like a massive haul, and I was like, oh, I shouldn't have done that. So he got injured. I brought in Alonso, and I was like, okay, no, Chelsea double up. We're looking so strong in the back. Like, I'm just gonna go for it. And I think it's usually a pretty big risk, but I was like, I'm so far behind. I just want like to try to get some ground on, and then it just has completely backfired on me. let's get to some questions that we have here. I was kind of in the midst of answering this. I didn't get to. It says, I've had Kova on my bench for the longest time with him out with COVID. Should I sell him?
I think if your squad's like strong enough, then like you could then obviously keep him because he will be back at some point over the next couple of weeks. I think it just depends on the strength of your squad. If you've got 4 midfielders or 3 midfielders that you play and you're happy with, then don't sell him. But if you feel like you're missing out by having that much money on the bench and you could maybe use it for someone that's going to start every single week, if Kovacic comes back in and starts doing well, then fine, put him back in. You can always put him back in. But one, you don't know if he's going to start now the way he finished before he was injured, and two, if you're going to transfer him in for someone that you're also going to put on your bench, don't do it. Only take him out if you're going to put someone in that's going to be in your starting lineup. Otherwise, it's pointless.
Yeah, totally agree. It's a shame that he was like just ready to come back and then he tested positive. Like,
I don't get it. Like, I don't know. Like, all it would have been is like at home, and I don't know. It's annoying. Like being injured, not even playing, not being in like that close contact with like other teams or anything like that, and he bloody goes and gets COVID. It's so frustrating. But never mind.
I know. I'm just looking through some other questions. Ento says, I never thought about doing FPL. I'm a traditional football fan, so this is new to me. Welcome to the ride. It's mad.
You're gonna hate it.
You're gonna hate it. I don't know why we do this to ourselves. Yeah. Should you bring in Lukaku for Harry Kane? Obviously, Harry Kane has not done anything. So
I don't know why any of you lot have Harry Kane in your team. Like, I really don't know why. He scored 1 Premier League goal all season. To be honest, actually, I do, because I jumped on the bandwagon. I think he was back fit, and he'd scored like 2 in the Europa Conference League. And I had Ronaldo, I had a big premium forward, and I was like, do you know what? I'm going to put Kane in for like this week. Got Watford at home, like guaranteed points. And he literally did nothing. And from that moment, he was out of my team and he hasn't come back in. I think Harry Kane will always find his shooting boots. It's Harry Kane. He's going to score goals. But until he starts doing it, I don't know why any of you would have him in your team.
Yeah.
But also, you're going to swap Harry Kane, who's going to start every game for Spurs, unless he's one of these players with a COVID outbreak, which we don't know about. And you're going to put in someone who potentially might not start. So I know I'm encouraging people not to put Harry Kane in your team, but if you have him for this game week, I don't actually know who Tottenham have got, but I wouldn't swap him for Lukaku right now.
Spurs are playing Brighton away. I think if you're gonna go for any Spurs asset, I would go for Son. I just transferred him out and he got like a goal and an assist. I think I just have the absolute worst luck with these things. But yeah, I would stay away from Harry Kane. There's even like really good like cheap options. Like Dennis has been scoring a lot. Who else do I have? Oh, and I have Ollie Watkins. I have Watkins, Vardy, and Dennis as my front 3. This is a great question for anybody who's new to playing FPL, because it's something that I didn't know when I started playing last year. When do you use your triple captain? And the thing about chips is that there are double game weeks where you'll have 1 game week, but teams will be playing twice. So you have the opportunity to get essentially like double points. And I had no idea. And that's when you.
But I should say, when these teams have these double game weeks, every single time any single time you triple captain someone, they will only play for one of the 2. It never happens that you triple captain a player and they play for 2 of the 3 games, both games, in a double game week. It never, ever, ever happens. So you're better off just picking a random week that someone has a good fixture and just using it there, because the chances of you triple captaining someone when they have a double game week and it actually like paying off, as in they get goals or assists in both games, is basically slim to none.
You reckon like Salah, I think, is going to play like both of those games.
It depends on the situations. Obviously, Liverpool were a bit rubbish last year. So obviously this year, if they're going for the title, then the chances are slightly higher. But also teams are in latter stages of Champions League, stuff like that. So it's really difficult to predict. I say this, I'm probably going to use it on a double game week just because I always do. But I tell you now, it literally never works. I'm just doing it because I've done it every year, but it never works. It's
You
never
see,
once paid off for me.
Last year I used on Gundogan, and he was like scoring. The 1 week that I decided to use it, he blanked.
Yeah.
I feel like people just use it on like random players, and like those tweets on and it's like, congrats to the 20 people that decided to triple captain Bamford
So-
and hat quick. It's like
So many people triple captained Richarlison against Arsenal. Imagine that, like 3 goals, but like 2 of them disallowed. You'd be fuming. But it's like, I know people triple captaining like Ben Foster when he like saves a penalty and gets an assist. It's like, what the hell? Like, you shouldn't be allowed to play the game.
Please give me like your luck, please. Luffy says, can you share your FPL code? How do I find my FPL code?
I think if you go on to like leagues,
let's see. I have invite people to join this league. Okay, so this is the one that Olivia and I created together. I'm just posting it.
Where are you in that?
Bad.
How many people are in it?
How can I tell? I don't know. Like it. Hold on. So in that league, I'm 177, but I have
me.
What?
You're beating me.
Oh, really?
I'm 200 and something. I'm 227, but I literally have only just started like sort of getting my stuff together in terms of this season. Like, I had the worst start like ever, and I was telling everyone like, it's a marathon, not a sprint. I'll be fine. And actually, slowly, I'm getting there, but
slowly gaining the ranks,
very, very slowly. But it's fine.
I literally don't know what to do. Like I feel like I always like make these transfers and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm super happy with my team, and then it just like doesn't work out. Yeah, I'm wearing a Dunder Mifflin shirt. It's like my favorite team so of all time. I have like a bunch of office merch. A lot of people are asking who to captain. Some people are doing Ronaldo, some people Salah. I'm low-key thinking about Bernardo, but Wolves have been like very good, so I think I'm just gonna stick with Salah. But if you're going for a differential, I'm low-key considering it.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go Salah until he stopped. Like, I don't know, like Bernardo Silva's a good option. Like Salah and him are my vice. Like, if Vardy was in better form, I'd consider him at home to Newcastle, but because they're not, it's between Salah and Bernardo. But I think I'm just gonna stick with Salah.
Yeah, I think so as well, especially because Wolves held Liverpool to like the very last minute, and they got like a 94th minute winner. Right. Unfortunately, I was looking and I was like, oh my God, so they're gonna get a draw. Amazing. Like Chelsea lose and they get a draw, and nope. I'm just going through the comments here. Krishna says, hey guys, thoughts on Kane, Tony, and Rafinha to Cristiano, Watkins, and Bowen for -4.
Who have just Bowen? Yes. Ronaldo again. If you're happy to swap Kane, who's going to play every single week, for Ronaldo, who probably isn't over Christmas, great. That's fine. The Tony one's difficult because he's obviously missing for this game, but he'll be back for the next game. But Rafinha's been a bit on and off, hasn't he? I'm just looking at Watkins, their fixtures. They've got Liverpool, Norwich, Burnley, Chelsea. So
mixed bag.
Yeah. I would probably. That's hard.
Maybe make like one transfer.
Yeah, like you need to do all. I don't know, like.
I think like
I really like Bowen.
Yeah, I wouldn't transfer in Watkins for this week. Like I already have him. I transferred him in a few weeks ago, but I wouldn't transfer him in against Liverpool. I think like the main one, Rafinha for Bowen, I think is a good transfer. And then, like Olivia said, maybe downgrading Kane. I would honestly try to get Dennis in your team if you don't already have him. I really like the looks of him.
Yeah, he's a good option. Maybe just do for the moment. Do like definitely do that Rafinha to Bowen transfer,
and you can roll it. Yeah,
and you could even do Kane to Ronaldo. But maybe just hold off on Tony.
yeah, agree. This is a really funny question. Do you think Salah will actually have a week where he blanks? He has been absolutely ridiculous this season. It's mad. 13 goals and 10 assists so
He did
far.
actually blank.
I think he blanked
Blanked
in game
once.
2.
Yeah, that's
And
mental.
that's it.
He'll definitely blank in Brentford away, Brentford at home, and Crystal Palace away because he's over in African Cup of Nations. That's 2 games he blanks. He's on the play, but that's not the point. He gets it.
Like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like, I don't think I'm gonna transfer him out for those couple of game weeks. I think
Absolutely not. I'm just going to try and build. To be honest, I'm happy with my team. Like I could easily put Salah on the bench, and be happy with my other midfielders and strikers. So
yeah, I was happy with my team, and now I'm getting like not as happy. Someone says, "What should I do with Foden?" Bernardo is killing me every week. Should I do a swap? I would swap. Yeah.
Yeah, Foden got injured apparently yesterday in their Champions League defeat to Leipzig. Apparently came off with an ankle injury. Just straight swap it if you can.
Yeah, so straight swap.
Bernardo stayed at home. Didn't even travel, so
I literally like now I'm thinking about what to do with Conor Gallagher because he's had like 3 blanks in a row. Their fixtures are looking like and he's like the other one that I'm thinking like what do I do? Conor Gallagher.
Yeah, like he doesn't seem to be playing in the same position that he has been, or that he had been. Like it's now 3 blanks in a row. They've got Everton at home, Southampton at home, Watford away. So it's like, but Palace haven't been playing that well either.
Yeah.
So if I can, that's the thing. Like I'd have to, if I want to get in Mount and someone.
I'm gonna end up like taking another -8. Like I can't keep doing this to myself.
What I could do, I'd be happy enough, but I've got 5.9 and Emile Smith Rowe 6. That's so annoying. But I'm hoping if he's injured, he might get taken out of loads of teams and then his price might drop down 1 and then I could just make 1 sub. So I'm going to wait. I'm going to hold off. But I'm just looking at who I could possibly transfer in. I could go Fornals. He's a different option. Fornals is pretty good. There's no one really there. Fornals and Ben Rama are the only 2 that I'm looking at and thinking, yeah. So it's quite difficult. I'm begging that Smith Rowe's price goes down and then I can just keep him. or I could maybe put Damari Gray back in.
He's been playing quite well. I saw like he was signed by Everton for like 1 million or 2 million, like something.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. Yeah,
it's mad, absolutely mad. Yeah, guys. So just to give you like my team, I have Ramsdale in goal. I haven't found like a good goalkeeper option. I had Sanchez, didn't like him. I wasn't getting clean sheets. I put Ramsdale in, thinking he's getting loads of bonus points. Arsenal haven't been keeping clean sheets. I thought that they were going to have a clean sheet, and then they ended up losing 2-1. I have Cancelo, Trent, James, Alonso as of now, Salah, Bernardo, Gallagher, Jota, Dennis, Vardy, and on my bench, Watkins, Livramento, and Bissouma.
Our teams are very, very similar. Like very. So really? I've got Sanchez in goal just because I've always really stuck with him. I'm not really too fussed about having him. And then I've got Cancelo, Trent, and Reece James. Then Salah, Jota, Gallagher, Smith Rowe, Bernardo Silva. And then Dennis and Vardy up front. Basically got the same team. But
the only difference is a lot.
Mount and someone else maybe by the end of this.
That's really, really funny. Yeah, that's why we're getting like similar points as well. So
yeah.
I don't know. I think I'm gonna like stick with it for now, and then we have like a couple of game weeks coming up. We have one, I think, Tuesday-ish.
Yeah,
like
there's one. Yeah, it starts on Tuesday. We've got Everton at home, I think.
yeah. Actually going to be on the Premier League for the Everton game, and I'll be in New York, so it's like a 5:30 show for me.
Oh, that's so early.
And I was like, yeah, it's fine.
That is so early. What the hell?
Yeah, I was like hoping to keep my jet lag and just wake up like wicked early every single day, and hopefully it won't be like too bad. But I was like, I want to do it before my family is out, so nobody's like bothering me.
Yeah.
I just know my dad is gonna like barge in and
Oh.
like make a scene or something. But yeah, guys, let's see how we get on for this game week. The transfers that I'm thinking about upcoming that I don't think I'm going to make yet. Thinking Gallagher out for Mount-ish, downgrading Alonso, and doing something with Vardy. But I haven't quite decided who I want to bring in for Vardy, so I might just let him sit there. But Liv, it was so nice having you back on.
Oh, it's so nice to be back.
I know, it's been forever. Guys, make sure to follow Olivia on Twitter. You have her ad right there. I think Instagram is like the same. You're killing it on TikTok as well.
When I remember to film anything. I was like, no, I can't be like literally I get to like halfway through my day and I'm like, should have filmed that.
Yeah.
Never mind.
I had like a random video. It's my only video that's done well. I legit just recorded a goal from my TV. Like you see my living room, and it got like 200,000 views.
Yeah.
It's
just ridiculous, isn't it? You think that something's going to get views and it doesn't, and you think that other things won't. You do it anyway, and then it gets like views. It's just a bit mental. I have got no clue how the app works. Like I've got no clue what I should be doing. Like, I just post like random shit. Like I don't know. But never mind.
I feel too old. Well, we're the same age, I think.
Yeah.
Right? So I don't know how to use this app. I really don't. More TikTok, Olivia, please. All right, guys. Hopefully this was helpful. Let me know how you get on in your game weeks, please. Like, hopefully better than me. And yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed this stream. Until next time, we're out.